this out. You can't do a keto diet or carnivore diet or any freaking diet without really understanding what's going on with your blood sugar. So let's break it down and talk about it. Welcome, everyone, to my very humble life, because I am very humbled, especially these days. Blood sugar. You can't do any of these diets without really understanding what's going on with your blood sugar, because it matters. Now, people who do a keto diet, they know that blood sugar is everything, because if your blood sugar is too high, those ketones are not viable, or you may not even make ketones, right? And if your blood sugar is bouncing, you're going to feel really bad. I know. You want to stabilize that blood sugar and get it into a nice sweet spot range. But then carnivore became popular. And nobody cared about blood sugar on carnivore. Then people started eating ungodly amounts of protein, absurd amounts, pounds of meat, women doing pounds of meat. And the blood sugar went. But in the beginning, people are like, oh my God, it's fabulous because my inflammation is down. And what about Michaela Peterson and all of this confusion, like the carnivore confusion? But just like a keto diet, over time, people start presenting those problems. For those who are new to the game, what are the problems? Dehydration, constipation, hair falling out, high B12, high iron, brain fog, can't sleep, urinating all the time, a bunch of stuff. What's going on with the blood sugar? Like specifically the blood sugar. Number one, if you eat a bunch of protein, that protein that is not utilized will convert back into glucose to be used. But you can't store glycogen within the muscle. And glycogen it's like a gas tank. It's like you eat food and carbs, and you're dumping petrol or gasoline into the tank to be utilized. But when you drop out your carbs and you're trying to drive ketosis, that's the point. You're trying to drive ketosis, which with too much protein, you cannot get into ketosis. You just cannot. So what's going on with the blood sugar on these diets? It starts getting kind of hypoglycemic or hyper. A lot of people are having difficulty stabilizing their blood sugar. Somebody asked me about physiological insulin resistance. This is what happens when you cannot restore or regain glycogen storages with the absence of carbs. You're not in ketosis. So the body starts to eat itself. Yes, it does. And it converts into glucose via gluconeogenesis. When this happens, kiss your stable blood sugar bye-bye. Even though your histamine is down, and even though you might feel a little relief from cutting out those high histamine foods because you've gone carnivore, now your blood sugar is not stabilizing. Yeah. What happened was, when you're not in ketosis and your body's going into gluconeogenesis and it begins to break down proteins in the body, skin, collagen, bone marrow, muscle, reproductive system, the body starts just gobbling up everything. That's why you see people look like they have crepey skin, dark circles under the eyes, doing carnivore or keto. Physiological insulin resistance is coming from too much protein, not enough fat, stress, stress of the body just not knowing what gasoline type to frickin' utilize. You're not in ketosis, and it really wants to go back to carbs because it became addicted to carbohydrates. The body. That's all it knows. Glucose dependency. Now you're trying to drive ketosis on too much protein. Even not sleeping well will make you insulin resistant overnight. Just one night of bad sleep. And you wonder why you're gaining weight. Why is your blood sugar skyrocketing on these diets where you're dropping out carbs? Very, very simple. Gluconeogenesis overdone. Stress, poor sleep, pharmacological interventions, fasting. Fasting, people are still fasting. Y'all, don't believe this nonsense. We are not hunter-gatherers. We have jacked up guts. We're toxic. We have heavy metals. Yeah, we're exposed to blue light. We don't follow circadian rhythm. That's why you develop physiological insulin resistance. And this whole early morning dawns phenomenon, that's not okay. People who do carbs, who have a glucose dump from the liver in the morning, that would seem more normal. Not people who drop out carbs. Your blood sugar should stay between a 75 and an 83 with no carbohydrates, no glucose dump, no over 100 in the morning. Y'all asked in the comment section, and I answered. Are you still confused about blood sugar? Or what's going on with your ketones, why they're not viable? And why your energy is still not good, and why you still need coffee on these diets, which is garbage? Comment below and share this content because that's how people find me. Obviously, I don't sell a bunch of products. Now, there's a few that I want to potentially promote, but I just don't have time for it right now. I just don't. I don't have the bandwidth. Yeah, I barely make these videos. I film them too late. And then all this stuff has gone down on my ranch that has been very challenging, which I will go into, but not now. Not yet. Comment below. And I'm so grateful for life. Don't get it twisted. I really am, and I'm grateful.